Hello, everyone. This is the craziest thing that I've ever went through. I got a text in the group chat about it, and I low-key just kind of blew it off. Usually, you know how it is, where it's like Shams Charania is the username, but it's like 2A's or something. And this is the craziest thing ever. Um, this trade is insane. Why did the Mavs do this? I guess is my first reaction. Luka's 25 years old. He's a superstar. Took you to the finals last year, and I guess they saw something in the performance against the Celtics, in which I think it was Game 4, Game 5, when he was just being lazy and he fouled out and he raged, and they saw something that made them want to trade him away or put that idea in his head. Because I'm just trying to understand why they would trade him. To put it in perspective. It's like trading Josh Allen, right? Maybe he's made it to the big game, but why would you trade someone who's that important to winning? Luka Doncic took his team in the Western Conference Finals, beat the Phoenix Suns, beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. He is the offense in and of himself, okay? Is he a liability on defense? Yes. But not even that bad. He's the future of the league. He's the face of the league, in my opinion, one of the faces, along with Shea. To trade him, and now I'm hearing Stephen A. Smith on ESPN talking about they believe in Kyrie. Kyrie's like 30-something. AD's injury prone. The fact that they were like, hey, we need to move Luka away because we want someone who's reliable, who we're worried about his injury history. You traded for Anthony Davis! Talking about injury history. Literally Anthony Day-to-Day Davis. I just don't get it. They get older. Their future, I just don't understand. For the Lakers, though, the fit between Luka and LeBron is so interesting. It can get redundant, maybe, in theory, but we'll have to see what it's like on the court. But the Lakers are set for the next 10 years, regardless of if LeBron retires or not. They have someone, and that's why I love this for the Lakers. A lot of the time we were worried about the transition between when LeBron was going to become the number 2 and Anthony Davis was going to become the number 1, right? And that it was happening for a little bit. They were less successful after 2020 and their championship. But now LeBron is solidly the number 2, no matter how the ebbs and flows. I like the fit. They're both playmakers. They lose some size. I don't know who's going to be starting for center for them, but long term, I think they can LeBron really can now rest up the rest of the season, do whatever he wants to play with Bronny now. But next year, they can get a squad that can go to the chip because Luka and LeBron are like the IQ, the playmaking, the scoring. It's insane. I'm really interested to see how JJ Redick works with that. This is just crazy to talk about. When we were thinking about the trade deadline with De'Aaron Fox and Jimmy Butler, I was like, there's no way something's going to happen. But I'm telling you, the NBA trade deadline is the most, the craziest thing every year. Because you think nothing's going to happen, and then boom, in a matter of a second, something happens. Wow. So, the Mavericks, right, now they have Lively, Gafford, and Anthony Davis. The big room is kind of crowded a little bit, but I think that's fine. I just don't know. I think, in my opinion, you have 2 number 2s. I love Anthony Davis, but can he stay healthy and efficient enough to be the number 1 on a championship team? I just don't know if that answer is yes, especially in the Western Conference with Jokic. And we've seen how Jokic goes against Anthony Davis and that entire thing with the Lakers with Shea. And I just don't know if I feel comfortable enough saying, hey, Kyrie, you're the number 1 at your age. He's not. Kyrie cannot be the number 1 at his age. We've seen it in the finals against the Celtics. He underperformed. I was on this channel talking about Kyrie. He can go off against the Celtics in his own home. No, he hasn't. And I love Kyrie. He's a number 2. He's a great number 2. But now you're kind of asking him to be a little 1A, 1B with Anthony Davis. I just don't see it happening. I just am in shock. Luka Doncic is untradeable. They literally have in 2K where it's you could try to trade for Luka and they just say no, you can't because he's untouchable. I'm trying to put it in perspective. Letting Cristiano walk away. Trading Miami Heat LeBron. Okay, maybe a little too much, but I just don't. This breaks my mind. This is why it's one of the craziest trades in NBA history because I love Anthony Davis, but there's a tier, in my opinion, between Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, young stars who are the face of your franchise, who took you to the finals. I'm just in so much shock right now. So I guess instant grades for the Lakers, in my opinion, an A. I think the issue is always when LeBron retires, what are you going to do? You're going to have Anthony Davis and you're going to have a bunch of guys. But now when LeBron retires, you have the face of the franchise, a guy who can take you to the finals, can get you rings. Like Luka Doncic can get you rings. He didn't even have great shooters last postseason, right? Derrick Jones Jr., a lot of guys who couldn't shoot from above the break, like Josh Green, PJ Washington. They were okay. They were good shooters in the postseason, but when the Celtics forced them to go above the break, shoot wing threes, they couldn't do it. Now you get time to surround him with shooters through free agency, and LA is a destination in which, let's say LeBron retires in a year or two, Luka can easily get a second star. But I'm just in so much shock right now that this trade is even happening. We'll have to see what this means for LeBron if he retires sooner. Anthony Davis being 1A on the team, we'll have to see, but wow. And then for the Mavericks, I'll give them a grade of a C-. I just can't give you a good grade when you trade someone like Luka away. This makes no sense. I'm in so much shock. But we'll have to see what the Mavericks, what their plan is with 30-year-old stars. The NBA is the best soap opera in the league by far. This is the best soap opera in the world, in my opinion. It's just crazy this is happening. I thought this trade deadline was going to be very boring, but it never fails to surprise me.